It's always really awkward to come back onto the stream and then see my face and then not really know what I'm supposed to do, if anything. Oh god, probably wasn't that though. Probably wasn't, the thing that I probably shouldn't have done was nearly fall out of my chair. Jeez. I feel like I should have like a doofy look on my face whenever I come back into the stream. Maybe do a little like ahegao. I don't know. Just I have it cropped so tightly that I can't really see. It's something like that and like that. There you go. That's the bird ahegao face. I suppose calling something an ahegao face is basically the same as calling it like an ahe face. Let's see. God, it's so warm. Oh boy. The other thing is that I always feel like, wow, my microphone is really loud today for some reason. I never know why it's... Some days it's really loud, some days it's really quiet. I never know why. Damn it. Okay, that should be... Well, that's still really loud. Okay, that's better, but it's still loud. Hang on. I wish I knew what was causing this specific issue, because this one's actually really annoying to deal with. It's really, really beneficial to have my audio be like consistently the same levels. I'm sure it's beneficial for you all too, because then you know what to expect. But I don't know why it's like acting a little bit strange. It might be that my microphone technique isn't the best either. I'm still trying to learn how to get it like absolutely perfect. It might also be the fact that my freaking headphone cables are touching my mixer and they keep messing my dials up. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Okay. Nope, that's still quite loud. But you know what? I legitimately don't care anymore. That's good enough for my purposes, I guess. Alrighty. Maybe it's to... I think a big part of it, too, is that it kind of depends on how, like, warmed up I am vocally. So I think if I've done a lot of, like, hardcore singing practice, my voice is just going to be, like, super duper loud. So maybe I just need to kind of remember to tone it back just a little bit, be a little bit less resonant, and then that should work out okay. To be honest, that's probably more of the issue than anything else. I think it's very interesting. Like, my voice is a very, very broad dynamic range because I have trained it to be that way. So I need to find a way to make it more consistent for recording purposes. Alright, let's get that plugged in. Oh, you have a distraction from the puzzle that you want to yeet off the table. Well, I am very distracting. Last question about horses and stairs. Aggro walked upstairs in the background. Cool. Well, Aggro can do that, but they can't, like, actually come to me when I need them most. Alright. That's the important thing. Well, let's just get this show on the road, how about? Alrighty. Hey everyone, welcome back to Shaderp of the Colossus doof. And today we're gonna take on whatever dude I was fighting last time, whose name I can't really remember. Aggro is showing off their ability to walk up perhaps one of the most awkward pieces of architecture I think I've ever really seen. And you know what? At least they can do that and, you know, not like actually call when I need their help. Okay, I don't know if horse spines are supposed to do that. That doesn't look healthy at all. That is definitely... Oh, those legs too. Okay. Aggro. Wow, that is uncanny looking. It's not quite a horse. It's kind of moving more like a spider. Not really a fan of, like, creepy aggro. Aggro being like, hey, you want to watch a dead body? It's gonna be yours, because I'm not gonna help you fight the Colossus. That's what you get for kicking me all the time, mucka blucka. Oh, right. So, I have a thing now that, is not really a thing now, but, There's a really, really funny song that I've been meaning to talk about by a band called Tally Hall that I absolutely... What the fuck was that? It's probably just a bird shadow. Okay. There's a band called Tally Hall that I really, really like. Anyway, they have a song that is just amazing, and I want it to be the Birdcatcher anthem now. But it's... All the lyrics are chicken clucks, kind of. And the song is really, really catchy, and it's called Mucka Blucka. And it goes like, buck, 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 ow, Mucka Blucka, bow, Mucka Blucka. And, like, it's just really, really funny. And the chorus goes like, bucka, ba, ba, bucka, 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 bow, ow, ow. My voice is a little bit scratchy today, apparently. But, the chorus is amazing. And then you get to the end of the song, and then all of a sudden it just goes like, bitch, in a chicken voice. Anyway, you should all listen to that, and you should all listen to Tally Hall. I'm a huge fan of Tally Hall, and one time I went up to a coworker of mine who who lived in the state that Tally Hall also lived in. I don't know, it probably had a name. I just can't remember right now. And I asked him, like, hey, have you ever heard of this band? And he was like, no. And that was the end of that conversation. But, you know, we could have had a beautiful moment. This is a guy that I think has a lot of anxiety things going on. And I've tried multiple times to be his friend. And he's very awkward and quiet. And so I can't actually ever tell if he likes me or not. But, you know, sometimes you just have to be patient and just accept that other people are going to be turned off by your aggressive, annoying personality, and they may not necessarily want to be friends with you. Or, alternatively, you can shove friendship down their throat until they accept it. And that's what I've been doing with everybody that I know for my entire life, and I'm damn well not going to stop now, am I? Nope. Bird do the teen emo hair again. Oh man, so people who watch this on YouTube later, you know, you're not going to be able to see this amazing moment where, you know, I've been streaming with a webcam lately, and I have very, very, very long hair, relatively speaking, right now. And I've been meaning to get it cut for probably like weeks or something. And, well, I haven't. So then, at the end of my last stream, I went ahead and just, like, combed it, like, into that, like, emo sort of look. And, I could do it. And it made me go from looking like a 30-year-old grown man who owns a house, multiple cars, stocks, wives, you know, the whole shebang. And it made me look like I was 14, and it was hilarious. I am kicking the shit out of aggro. I would love to see somebody do an artist rendition of how that looked. Because, you know, it was... Oh, shit. Okay. It was, you know, it was saved into a video, but to actually get that, you know, footage would require me to do editing, and we know that that is not, you know, that is not who I am or what I'm about. I am, well... Okay, that had a happy ending. I am all about one shot, one take, because we don't get another shot. That's my life. Okay, I'm guessing I need to go, well, over there? Let me see. I'm over here, and then I beam my sword. No, here we go. I need to get the light. Okay, it's definitely looking like I need... What the hell? Why'd the light go away? Does the sun move in this game? It doesn't move in real life. Why would it move in the video game? Oh, probably because the video game is fictional. Okay, so we need to get over into that cave. And we have a... have a bit of a chasm to deal with here. So, what I'm thinking of doing is I got off of aggro. I'm assuming I'm probably going to need to get back onto aggro, and that part sucks, but let's try getting back onto aggro and then maybe continuing to explore this little foresty area. Or, alternatively, I could pull up the map like a coward, and I guess I need to be going around a little bit more. So, let's see. I'm going to call aggro, and I'll be amazed if they appear. Okay, you creepy bastard. Were you following me through the woods? I'm supposed to be riding you, not, like, being stalked by you. He pulled a Katy Perry insofar as he came at me like a dark horse. And, you know, just living up to his namesake. Alright, I think I'm gonna go around here, and I'm gonna hold up my sword in a second, and we're gonna see if there is any sort of path around this way. And there is. Okay, this looks pretty promising. This also looks really, really beautiful. It sort of looks like... I don't think there's a whole... I don't think... You know what? Actually, if I were to guess, this does seem like it's a little bit inspired by, like Middle America, like South America. It did have this sort of, you know, there was ancient cultures that had like this sort of architectural style, and they also lived around where waterfalls were, so I'm thinking it's relatively likely. I don't know, somebody probably wrote an article about like the artistic inspiration from the real world that went into this game, so I'm sure that somebody who enjoys reading can probably try to figure that out for me. I'm not going to do research into it, but, you know, I could. And maybe on the next video I can talk about it. Or, alternatively, I could try to, like, stall for time in the middle of a boss fight and then read on... if there are any articles written about this game's, like, artistic inspirations. This is one of the coolest ways I've seen in this entire game to, like, naturally kind of gatekeep aggro away from a direction... from an area that that the developers didn't want them to be in. I loved that. There are other ways where that hasn't been executed nearly as well. Usually it does involve, like, watery areas. I'm guessing it's time for Swim Boy. I'm hoping that I'm able to swim fast enough to go against a rushing current, which I am very, very surprised that I can, on account of the fact that this current looks like it could very easily sweep a human being into a watery grave. But I got that grip strength. This grip strength is good for more than just grabbing onto fur. It's also useful for swimming and loving. And I don't know what that second part means, but, you know, you probably got to grip some part of people that you are loving. Yeah, you just gotta... What do you look for more in a partner than grip strength? It's an indicator of their capacity for love. Oh god, there was a love machine, like, grip tester things a long time ago, wasn't there? Where it would, like, rate you from, like, hot or not based off of, like, how hard you gripped the joystick of the machine. There was even a Simpsons episode about that. It was, the Love-matic Grandpa. He'll fill your heart in love. That thing has teeth on top of its head. It's really gross. He's also got 2 laser cannons for horns. This thing looks like Godzilla in spirit, but not really in execution. Also, he's looking directly at me. I think I'm gonna die. Ah. Okay. Let's try swimming behind him. I can probably... I'm assuming that what I can do is... Ow! Okay, I can probably swim... like, just behind him, and he's not going to know that I'm here because I'm underwater. and I'm faster than him, so I can just come up behind like such, and yeah, we're already here. So this is probably the fastest time to climb Colossus that I've been experiencing in quite some time. I mean, usually I have to like figure out like how to align like the 3 golden monkeys or some shit before I'm able to climb on top of the Colossus. This time, the Legend of the Hidden Temple was way easier to solve. Alright, we're gonna climb on top of his head. And it looks like he does not have a weak spot on top of his head. He does have these toofs, though, so I'm wondering if I'm just supposed to whack the tooth. Okay, I do whack the tooth. Alright, if I whack the tooth, then he will, like, swim around, so I can, like, steer him at this point. We're gonna try steering him over to this thing. Also, that looks incredibly painful. Can you imagine if somebody whacked you in the teeth with a sword? I don't think I would be friends with that person after something like that happens. Okay, we're going to want to grab onto that so I don't get flung into the water or wherever he's going. Boy, this Lapras has probably had way nicer Pokemon trainers than me. Yeah, so I'm wondering, we have these things. We have these little, like island things. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means. You cannot aim for as vitals as thou art now. Well then, that was close to what I wanted. Not an ideal maneuver, but it could have been worse. Okay, so there's really not a whole lot that I have to go by in this arena. We have these little islands, we have this thing, and I'm gonna hide here for a second. I don't really see much of anything. I kind of wanted to get on top of the little islandy-doo thing, but I don't think that I need to get closer, so let's try that entire sequence again, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but it won't be too bad to climb up his back again. And I'll probably need to realign the head a little bit with good old-fashioned tooth whacking, which, you know, if you think about it, that makes me the world's most creepy dentist I could ever possibly be. Like, oh yeah, you got a bit of a cavity here. Quit shaking in pain and I'll be able to do my thing. Just gonna give you a little cross to higher ground. I'm trying, okay. Just gonna give you a little, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna discover these cavities purely by resonance. Oh yeah, you know, you want your teeth to have like a, when you hit them with a sword, you want them to have like a nice C sharp kind of tone. Alright, so it's a cross to higher ground. And this is high-ish. Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. So the music is kicked up, so this was the right call to make. He has exposed the Tum. Alright. Yeah, Colossal Tum is quite... okay, I missed the first stab, that sucked. Yeah, everyone knows that the weakest part of the Colossi is the Tum, as has been established by many previous fights with many different Colossi. So this looks like it's going to be probably the easiest Colossus fight I've done in a very, very long time, because I'm guessing all I need to do is just keep climbing up to higher ground and do that just a couple more times. Doesn't really... I mean, I'm assuming there might be a second phase or something to that effect, because this doesn't really seem like it's going to be that big of a challenge. Unless he, does exactly what he's doing right now and swims away from me. I don't know why a Colossus would possibly be afraid of me. I've only killed multiple of its kind, but, like, they're Colossuses. Why would they, what do they have to fear? They're just, they've been undisturbed for millions of years, and then I came along and just started killing them in the matter of, like, weeks. What could possibly be terrifying about a situation like that? Also, I can't get up this guy anymore. Nobody likes it when you can't climb up your guy's back hair. Am I right, ladies? Just you work hard, you want to have fun because you're a girl, and women must have fun. It is mandatory for girls to have fun. Anyway, can I? There we go. Oh jeez. Okay, there we go. That's fine. And you work hard, and you wanna feel the heat with somebody with back hair. Oh fuck, I'm falling. Okay, this is fine. Here we go. These 80s songs references doing it for anybody? I'm not entirely sure anymore. Okay, we're gonna want to whack to the left. Oh no. Okay, this is working out strangely. This is a lot harder this time around, and I think it's because I got very lucky the first time around. This guy is not cooperating at all, but you know what? We have a platform over here, so as long as I start whacking that tooth and start whacking it forward, and as long as I don't fall, which, good lord, did I come close to. Okay, this is great. Now we're talking. I'm gonna hide behind here, and then, yeah. Hi. You have to do a little better than that, dude. Come on, climb up here, and let me see that tum. Let me see that hairy tum. Let me see that furry tum. Come on, what are you doing? Don't look at me all emo like that. I'm gonna piss you off with some arrows until you come back over here. Come on, dude. What you got to be afraid of? There we go. Show me what you're made of, huh? Give me something to be afraid of, huh? Yeah, do it. Bet you can't. I heard somebody say that you couldn't do it. I heard somebody said that they thought that you were, a huge coward, and that you could never do that specific thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, that guy. He's totally like too much of a wimp to ever want to put his 2 feet up on a platform. And you gonna let that guy win?" Nah, you're not gonna let that guy win. That's what I thought. There you go. Yeah, you show him who's wrong. You make me nearly drown to death. All right. Yeah, man. Oh. Yeah, that's probably fair. I think that is a tremendously good decision on your part. That's fine. We'll be able to just work around that. Good thing there's not like 3 or more. You want to have like redundant systems in place. You need to have your backups so that if you get a single, single point of failure there, we can always fall back to the other ziggurats or whatever the hell they are. Okay, I'm running out of oxygen. This guy is rotating very, very quickly. I am not too surprised, but I am mildly annoyed. Here we go. There we go. Climb up that back here. And we're gonna get betwixt this guy's ribs, and we're gonna give him a pokey-do. Okay, that was scary. I don't know why I chose such a risky maneuver there, but it was badass. Okay, yeah, he is getting a little bit desperate on account of the fact that he probably doesn't want to die. But you know, we're gonna do what we've been doing. We're gonna whack him in the teeth. That is a scary situation. All right, we are definitely not going the right direction at this point. But it looks like we're gonna be able to get this. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, and we made it. Perfect. Okay, now we're just going to chill out here for a second, and I can look over in chat, and I can see that somebody has said, "You are a cool bird catcher." To that I say, yeah. Alright. We got basically like 2 more tumwhacks, and then we're basically done. 1. Come on. 2. Okay, yep, 2 tumwhacks. He's down. That is 4 colossi remaining. That could not have been a simpler fight there. And we got the thunder of the lake. Couldn't have been an easier boss fight. Killing things that were leaving me alone and minding their own business. That's what it's all about. Truly. Truly. This was easier than the turtle. Yes, it was. This was actually one of the easiest colossi I've had to fight in the entire game. Probably because it was actually apparent what I needed to do, and this guy actually cooperated a lot more. The problem with turtle is that aggro was a requirement. And aggro does not cooperate with anything I ever need them to. Oh. This is different. Okay, there's 5 aggros. These are probably people that are coming to kill me. Okay. I'm a little bit jealous about that guy's mask. I assume that what I need to do is I need to trade a bunch more masks, and then I'll eventually be able to have that mask, but only after I like get the bunny mask and then the skeleton mask, and you know, work things out from there. I wonder if this guy like can feel the presence of the spooky shadow things around him when he's taking a nap. It almost seems like a no sleep story. Yeah, it seems like it'd be a no sleep story. Like, I live in my mom's basement, but I wake up and I'm surrounded by shadow demons. Part 1. Cool. I'm gonna be back in 1 minute. It is very hot in my room, and I'm gonna get some water. Oh. That was unintentional. if I have the window open, sometimes that door, I don't know, maybe the air pressure in the room is different or something, but it will be way, way easier to close the door than I expected to. Anyway, let's get back into it. Alrighty, so we needed to do something about a desert and a tail, and OBS crashed. Okay. Get that going again. Where do you have merch? That's something I never thought about getting started. That could actually be a heck of a lot of fun. Okay. OBS should be back online. We have game footage again. And, yeah, I've worked out all my technical issues to the point where it's way, way easier to recover from them going wrong. Thank God. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying. Alright, welcome back. We're gonna be... oops. We're gonna be heading to the desert, apparently, and we're gonna be getting something that has a very long tail. You know what else is a long tail? Is this game. No, seriously, this is, actually quite a short game. I think it's... I mean, I've been playing it for maybe a total of 6 or 7 hours at this point, possibly even less than that, and I definitely feel like I'm gonna be getting to the end pretty soon. I mean, this honestly can't possibly be like a... longer than like an 10, 11, 12 hour game at most. That being said, there are Easter eggs that I have just not been getting at all. I assume that they're, you know, related to the geckos, because I see them, I can kill the geckos, and I assume that what I would need to do is kill, like, all of the geckos or something. But I'm not... Wow, aggro is honestly just freaking picking her own path through this area, and it's making it quite difficult for me to manage her. Let's see. Nope, that doesn't seem like it's going to be leading anywhere. Let's check the map. Alright, you know, if you can figure out, looking at this map, anything at all, I would be pretty impressed, because I honestly cannot, like, glean any information from this map. It looks like it's just like faces and, yeah, I mean, that's it. And Mesopotamian. Oh, man. Wow, I just immediately watched that clip the microphone. I was eating a cookie, and then the cookie decided to eat me. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It's like Mesopotamian faces and a, like, drawing of a cloud. And that's basically it. I don't know. I can't glean anything from it at all. Aggro, please hurry the fuck up. I would be faster walking through the forest without you, apparently. This kind of looks like areas, honestly, it looks like areas that are around, where I live. Like, if I drove out a little distance, I could probably go for a walk in a park that basically looks exactly like this. Which is basically just a testament to how fucking awesome living in Seattle is. But, I don't want to rub it in too much, but I do have really cheap electricity and gigabit internet. So, you know, it is really great being me every single day. I wake up and I'm like, oh, there are people that aren't me in this world? That sucks. I feel bad for them. Anyway, my sense of humor really revolves around alternating wildly between ego and self-deprecation. What the hell is that thing? Look at a little stump. I am so tempted to just make a jump for it, but I don't even think that this is the right area because it said something about like sand in a desert, and I don't think running through the rainforest is gonna probably be the quickest way to get to a desert. This looks promising though, going off on a trail in this direction. I could potentially call aggro over here, but I'm not going to at the moment. I used to grow up in an area that had like a lot of this sort of woodsiness to it. It's really not that way anymore, but it was really fun when I was a kid. Because it just felt like my backyard had like a creek, and it wasn't really that pleasant of a creek, but it had a creek all the same, which when you're a kid is just like the greatest thing on the face of the earth, because it's like, a creek is where adventures happen, and adventures are fun, and that was super duper fun. And I had a dog, and if you have a dog and a creek, then it's like 3 times the amount of adventure that you had before. It's just an amazing, it's a surplus of adventure, honestly. And then if you have a friend, a dog, and a creek, then I mean you're just in heaven right there. Where the hell am I going? Yeah, I don't think that my neighbors really appreciated the fact that they had a kid living next to them and a creek, on account of the fact that, as far as I was concerned, their backyards were totally fair game, because I was like, their backyards are on the creek, and I live on the creek, therefore their backyard is my backyard. I don't think they really saw it that way, but, you know, I don't really give a shit about, like, what they all wanted. I mean, I probably would now, but, I had really, really weird neighbors growing up. I think I lived next to a house that was, like, oh gosh, what was it like? It was a house that was kind of, as far as I can tell, it was like a social program for people that were recovering from drug addiction. And well, that was a weird situation to grow up next to. Where the fuck is aggro? Okay, thank you. Jeez. Alright, I don't think that going in this direction is actually the right direction, apparently. I thought it would be, but, not so. Unless I really am supposed to just throw myself off of a cliff. I went around there, and maybe if I zoom in, it's more helpful. Nope. It looks like there might be a little path around there. Yeah, I think there's a little path over there. So this map is actually slightly better than I expected, but only just. I need to be very, very careful with how I read it to be able to glean a whole lot of use out of this map. I think I need to go. Jeez. Let's just head over here, and then it's implying that there's like a small little route over here that might be helpful. Let me see. Let me just try following this along for a second and see if it pans out. Doesn't look too promising. Okay. Alright, well, once aggro gets her shit together, I think that there's another path over here that I think may be the way to go. But, yeah. And then I think that oh gosh, across the street I had another neighbor, and she was really cool. She was around the same age that I was, And I don't really remember anything about her, except one day, oh gosh, I don't even remember what happened. One day, like her shoe fell off, and then like I thought that was really, really funny. So then I took my shoe off, and then like I was like basically like I was done. I laughed for like I mean, we were done. That was the funniest thing that had ever happened to either of us in that moment. And then she moved away 3 days later, and it was like, well, so it ends. But I think she had moved into the house for maybe I mean, she had lived there for, I think like a week or something, like really, really wild like that. So I'm assuming that she and her family were either military or like, you know, not able to like pay their rent, to put it kind of nicely, because I did actually know a lot of people that were in high school, for example, who like I think did I talk about this like I feel like I talked about this like literally on like this exact area last time I was around here. That yeah, one of my friends in high school, like their parents were like pretty they were very addicted to gambling and cigarettes and alcohol. And so they were almost never able to pay rent, and they were always getting kicked out of like one place or another. And like my friend, they had kind of grown up with this, and they didn't realize that this was like an abnormal thing. So they were like, wait, you guys don't move like every 3 months? It's like, no. And they're like, wait, you guys like have electricity on a regular basis? It's like, yeah, I've never had my water cut off or my electricity cut off. And they were like, oh, that's weird. And yeah, that's a sad story, but what can you do? What was I gonna say? So yeah, I kind of am making an assumption that maybe they were in a situation like that as well. But who knows? This was way before Facebook, so I have no idea like what ever happened to her. I don't remember my neighbor's name very much. I remember there was another person when I was really young. Well, there were actually a lot of people when I was really young, but I remember one person in particular. Her name was I don't remember, but she lived in a situation where she would like her parents were like hoarders or something, and their house was just full of stuff that if you're a kid is like the greatest thing in the world. Their living room had a trampoline in it, and on top of the trampoline there were like more toys. On top of the trampoline there were like those things that you could make like I don't know, like you would pour like gel into like molds or something, and then they would like turn into like worms or something like that. I barely remember that thing from the 90s. And then she had a skip it. So that was a thing, and that was like next to the trampoline, and I was like, this is amazing. Looking back on it, I think to myself, like, you have to be completely fucking insane to have 1/3 of your living room occupied by like a 7-foot diameter trampoline that you use as a table to hold more toys on top of. But hey, more power to them. As a kid, it was fucking awesome. Then I remember, there was another toy I had when I was really young where it was like these glow-in-the-dark snakes, and you could like put them next to light, and then if you took them into another room, they glue in the dark. And I thought that was pretty cool until I left I was like You know what will make these snakes glow in the dark, like, for forever, is if I put it directly on a light bulb on a lamp. And that worked insofar as that snake was glow in the dark for the rest of its life, insofar as it melted and ruined both the snake and the light bulb, and smelled absolutely fucking horrendous. Alright. I see what this guy's life is about. How am I going to do this? How in the hell am I going to fight a Colossi that's in the air? I don't have wings. I got a horse. It's not even a Pegasus. It's not even a unicorn. I'm not going to be able to fly with this thing. Can I shine a laser pointer in its eyes and make it fall over? Why has it got lumpy? It got lumpies on it. Baby got lump. It kind of reminds me of those dragons in Breath of the Wild that you can, like, get scales off of them, and then you can use that to get, like, girlfriends or something. I don't really remember what the plot of Breath of the Wild was, at least with regards to the dragons. Go up to it and be like, "Hey, baby, you like scale? I like scale." And, you know, there's more birdcatcher dating advice. I think that those are flight bladders. I'm gonna shoot them. Bloop. I did not even come close. Alright. I will try a little bit harder. There we go. Yep. Yeah, you're supposed to hit it in the flight bladder. Okay. Boop. Oh, yeah. Pop that bladder. Pop the bladder, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is well popped. That whole bladder. You know, you'd think it'd come back. You'd think it would have trouble, like, flight bladdering if I, like, hit 2 of its bladder. There we go. Flight bladder. Flight bladder. Come on. Pop the flight bladder. Oh, come on. That looks good. Pop the flight bladder. Pop it. Pop it. There we kind of go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm under it. Let's start, like, speeding up a little bit. And pop that bladder. Okay, I got it. All of the flight bladders have fallen. This thing's gonna hit the ground. Yep, there we are. Okay, now that I brought it down, I think I can probably jump off of aggro to grab onto these wings. And then I can probably climb onto his back if I don't fuck it up like that. Okay. Aggro's looking at me like, "Wow, dude. Way to whiff that one." To think I'm being judged by a horse. Alright, so running up alongside this thing and attempting to jump onto its wings is obviously not going to work out. I probably am going to want to get ahead of it, and then once I'm in front of it, it shouldn't be super difficult to pull that off. Okay. Aggro. Aggro was going to be able to climb on this thing's back faster than I was able to. That was a good time. That was a good time. Okay. Let's get it over here. Let's get it over here. I don't know how this thing can fly. I popped 12 of its testicles. I mean, if you go up to a dude and pop even one of his testicles, like, they won't be able to fly. Fuck. Aggro, quit showing off. Okay, you're showing off that you're way better at, like, keeping up with this thing than me. Hell, I mean, you can pop, like, just even one testicle on a dude, and they're not going to be able to fly after that. So I don't know how this guy's doing it at all. Is very impressive how they're able to fly. when they're missing so many balls. Okay, cool. This is close enough. Let's see. Gripping is probably not a requirement. Well, okay. Boy, sure did fuck that one up. Okay. That's fine. Let's get to aggro in again. And I guess I'm probably going to want to make sure I have the sword equipped as opposed to the bow. That was not really working out. Okay. Fine. There we go. Contribution from chat is maybe this thing is a female. I mean, the point still stands. If you go up and pop a lady's balls, she's probably not going to be able to fly. Just a fact of life. Okay, we're running out of time to stall for, if you know what I'm saying. So I would love to be able to get onto this thing's back and start stabbing him. That would really make my day. Okay, this looks good. Okay, once aggro starts pulling up close, then it's not so bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, this doesn't look promising at all. Okay. Oh, sweet. I don't know how I pulled that off. All right, let's get to. Oh. Okay, this looks good. This is good. So I think if I just let go and then start running across, we should be fine now. Nope, no. Okay, grip. There we go. Okay, we're gonna need to hang on for dear life for a second. We're gonna wait for that wing to get a little bit more stable. And that looks not particularly promising. Oh, they gained their balls back. I wonder if that has something to do with why all of a sudden I was able to climb on top of this thing. This got really intense and cool. We're going to want to stand up in a second and then pull up my sword. And now that I have my sword, I don't honestly know what I'm supposed to do. I'm on the fur. Okay, that was not the most efficient way to deal 0 damage to this thing. I wonder if I can't hurt it when it's got its balls. You think that wouldn't really matter too much? Let's see what happens. I'm going to explore this guy a little bit more. Oh, there we are. Okay, so this should be really, really easy now. It looks like this thing's, like, glyph magic balls are hidden behind maybe some flappies. So, if you think about it, that makes this thing a Flappy Bird. And if it's a Flappy Bird, then I'm really just doing everybody a service by killing it. Okay, we have... this doesn't look promising. Okay. Well, that's kind of how I feel right now, too. Okay, I think we need to pop it in its fly balls again. So let's call over aggro, and we're gonna need to get back to shooting it. I'm gonna also go ahead and point out that there's something particularly heinous about fighting a Colossus that is actively trying to get away from me. I also don't know where it went, so I think that okay. There we go. Let's hit it in the flight ball, in the fly bladders. There we are. So those bladders are down. Okay. I can work with this. There we go. I hit one flight bladder. let's see. We have... I thought I hit the first flight bladder already. That was, at the very least, really, really funny to get, like, knocked around like that. Okay, swoop. Come on, take out the bladder. Take out the bladder. There we go. Okay, not quite. There we go. That's the sound of a bursting bladder. Oh, man. Anybody who has to pee while watching this video, just imagine how much relief it would be if somebody just came along and shot you in the bladder with a bow and arrow. You'd be like, oh, thank God, I never have to pee again. Probably because you die, but, you know, that's kind of an advantage, too, in some aspects. If your goal is to cease living, then that can help out dramatically. Alright, we're either in a really good position or a really bad position for getting onto this thing's back. I can't honestly tell. Okay, this looks good. Alright, this is good. So we hang on, and we start just jumping, I guess, to climb this. Okay, yeah, this is really good. This is really good. Why was this so hard the first time? Yeah, this is way easier. Okay, and then we climb up. Okay, the bladders have regrown. And, this should probably be it, right? One, and... okay. We're just gonna wait a second. It's gonna... try it. It's, oh wow, that's cinematic. That is epic right there. Okay, it should be giving up now, and we can start to descend down its backside. It is probably okay. Good. It was no. Fuck you. Oh, don't go in the sand. I barely hurt you at all. Ah, crap. Okay. That was really weird that it regenerated that one glyph again. I'm not really too sure of like how or why that happened, but we can, well, ah! I'm glad that aggro can't die. That's it would be pretty sad to me if anything happened to this boy. Okay, we're gonna what are we gonna do? I don't know. Maybe... oh, there we go. I don't know what the hell that looks super strange. Is that... what the hell is that? Is that it? Oh, no, that's just like a little, like, sandstorm. Oh, that's badass. I grew up on... the elementary school that I went to when I grew up had, like, a lot of dirt on it. And we got dust devils, like, all the time. And they were incredibly annoying as a kid because you'd be, like, playing swing sets, and then all of a sudden, you'd have to cover your face and eyes on account of the fact that you were getting hit in the face with a shit ton of sand, spawned by a really, really cool-looking thing. But, at the very least, it looked very awesome. Another random story about that time. At that, I think it was an elementary school. At that elementary school, we had to, whenever we needed to use the bathroom, we had to, like, sign a piece of paper so that they could, I'm not too sure why, they could audit our peeing or something. And I think we had to say, like, what time we left the classroom to go tinkles, or and then what time we came back. Now, the relevance of this is that one time, me and a friend, boy, this is starting out sounding really, really strange. Trust me, it's kind of strange. Anyway, a friend and I, we happened to look at the sheet, and one person went to the bathroom for like 3 hours. And I was like, we just started like laughing because we envisioned that they were peeing for 3 hours straight. And, God fucking damn it. What are you doing? Slow down. This guy's being really, really annoying today. There we go. There we go. This is an easy pattern to keep track of. So, we're gonna get really pissed off because he's juking me. Seriously? His AI is programmed to juke. That's not cool. Anyway, yeah, so we were laughing about the fact that we envisioned that somebody had been peeing for like 3 hours straight. And all I remember from that exchange is, like, I think it's as thick as a hose now. Talking about the diameter of the pee stream. Anyway, the person that I had that conversation with ended up becoming addicted to heroin later. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna get thrown off. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, so, I mean, I'm not gonna imply that there's a correlation of laughing at people's, peeing, logs, and addiction to heroin, but I'm saying, at least in my experience, there is a 1-to-1 correlation. If you laugh at anyone's pee ever, you're gonna get on that horse sooner or later. Okay, oh, fuck. Okay, I hope that this is it, and I can, kill it, without having to get back onto it. There's only one more weak spot. I think I might be able to pull it off. There's, like, maybe 3 more hits that I need to do, so we're just gonna run for it. We haven't gotten thrown off yet. That flap is still, up, and he's not being too uncooperative at the moment. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little grab. Ah, fuck you. Alright, well, we're gonna have to get off this guy. I'm gonna just, make my way to the butt, so that, when I do get knocked off, it won't be as bad. Never mind. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. That was amazing. If you fall like that in real life and just land like neck first off of like a 60-foot tumble, that was fucking epic. Wow. Alright, we're gonna wait for this guy to poke his head back out. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Just gonna run around for a little bit. Gonna get my bow out. And I think it might be over there. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, one bladder pop coming up. One bladder pop coming up. Bladder pop, oh, bladder, bladder pop, bladder pop. Okay, bladder pop. Bladder pop. Bladder pop. Come on, bladder pop. There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. Alright. They're gonna have to land back down, as they don't have any flight bladders now. And we're gonna be able to plunge. We're gonna be able to plunge this thing in its bladder hole. Nah, didn't like that one. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I like how basically as soon as I leave aggro to her own devices, she basically gets owned by the wing and gets like knocked to shit. That's hilarious to me. Okay, anytime you feel like climbing up the rest of the way, that would be fantastic. And jump, and grip, and start running. And we're going to probably want to make sure that I don't get flung. Oh god. Okay, I think that we might. No, okay, so no glyph there. We're gonna just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's not doing anything that's gonna potentially throw me off just yet. Okay, there we go. That's a grip moment for sure to be safe. And we have probably another one. Okay, I'm going to risk it just to make sure I get over here in time. We have 1, 2 thrusts, I think. Okay, one more. There we go. That's what I wanted to do with my life today. Pop Dragon Balls. That's sort of satisfaction you can't get anywhere else than in a video game. Nothing quite like guilt-free boss killing, am I right? It's just like, when you kill something that totally deserves it, it's sort of like when you go fishing and you get to kill the fish. You're just like, yes! That totally deserved that course of events that happened to it. Oh. That was bad. That guy definitely looks like he's getting, like the plague, the evil plague. Oh well. Probably, didn't get vaccinated against it or something. Okay, I was hoping for more cutscene, but nope, it's just gonna be the creepypasta. Part 2 of Mother's Basement. I woke up in my mom's basement, and this time, there were more shadow demons. How many did I take care of today? I think that was just 2 Colossus. Or was it 3? I don't know. There's not many remaining. There's not many remaining, though. I know that I had to count to 5. I apparently wasn't even able to pull that off, but it's a high number. Just like me. I want to see, like, it looked like this guy was starting to get, like, a little bit... Oh, yeah. He's getting, like, a little fucky looking. Let's see if I can get a good look at his face. But he's, like, getting covered in, like, evil. I want to see how he, like, his eyes look kind of messed up. Look very glassy. And, like, he looks like he's covered in, like, more, I don't know. His clothes look darker. He's, like, covered in more, like, black markings and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Turns out the more evil you do, the more badass you look. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm trying to get that camera to look at his face. Oh, yeah, he's getting, like, really, really weird looking. Good for him. Good for him. He's turning into one of the creepypastas. Yeah, man. It's exactly what's... Oh, look at his knees and his legs, too. He's getting, like, all, like, zombified and, like, emaciated. And, it's very, unfortunate for him, probably. Probably worse for the Colossi, but it's pretty unfortunate for him, too. Okay, well, that's, I started really late, but I do have to kind of stop now. That sucks. I'll try to start more on time these days. Sorry for the short stream. I hope that it was at least, hilarious. Probably, 7 out of 10. I wouldn't give myself that much credit. We'll say, yeah. Don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, ciao.